How would you like to learn how to cook a chicken biryani without no power? Because that's what we had to do today. So keep watching and you too can learn how to cook a chicken biryani without any frigging power. Right guys, we're gonna start by making the Madras paste for this biryani. So I've got my dry ingredients, which will all come up on your screen in a minute. I'm gonna just stick it on a low heat, just to release the flavors of these spices. So while that's doing that, we are going to pop in the rest of the ingredients into the food processor. So we've got some cumin and coriander powder. We've got some garam masala powder, some cinnamon powder, some chilli powder, some turmeric, some vinegar, and I can't remember what this is called. There you go. It's old age is finally getting to me. It'll come to me. Right, I've got some coriander. Now I made this a few times. I'm not gonna lie, it's not my recipe. It's actually from the man himself, Gordon Ramsay. I've only got one red chilli in this, just due to the fact my youngest doesn't like it too hot, and with the powder already in. So some roasted peppers. That'll do that. I'm gonna pop them in now as well. Literally a few seconds is all you need. Can he do it? Yes, he can. Right, the whole thing. Still have some. Right. This baby is now done, so you just put this to one side and then we'll carry on to the next stage of making this chicken biryani. Next guys, we are going to prep our chicken to go in our chicken biryani. So you can use thigh, but at the moment chicken breasts are a lot cheaper. But to be able to make sure that we can have a nice moist chicken in our biryani, we need to do what you would normally do for Chinese food. So we need to give it a brine in some corn flour and a little bit of water, and then we're going to season it with a bit of salt and pepper. So what I do with my chicken breast is slice them in half, like so, flip them back over, slice them down like this, so quite thin. We're going to more or less cook these before we actually put the rice and everything together. So just give them some colour on top basically. Into a bowl. Take anything that doesn't really look very appetising off. So grab your corn flour. This is gluten-free corn flour because I am gluten-free. So this whole recipe is gluten-free. We've got about 1.5, something like. And salt. I like to always season my raw meat, the chicken steak or whatever. Plenty of black pepper, and then throw that in the sink. Easy bang. Cold water. So I'll start off with a bit and see how we go, and then just massage it in. And like I said, what we're actually going to do is we're going to cook it in a hot pan, just on top, and basically brown it off, and then it will remain cooking when we put it in with the rice. Right, that's actually enough. So put this to one side in the fridge, marinate it for at least a good 20 minutes. If you've got a bit longer is going to even be better, and it's going to be perfect. If you don't want to use corn flour and do it this way, you can do a salt brine just in some cold water and maybe some spices and leave it for a good 4 hours. So, halfway through our TikTok video today, the power has decided to go out. And guess what? It's pitch black. Yep, everywhere is dark. We are lucky in this house that we do have gas. The problem that we've really got is that we need some lighting. Anyway, we've worked our way around it and hopefully it works. We can cook in anything. Maybe. Start by browning off your chicken in batches, guys. A little bit of oil in the pan. Then saute your onions and your carrots, your ginger and your garlic. Afterwards, put in your coriander root, your Madras paste, and about a minute in between each thing that you're putting in. Pop in your chicken back in, your tomatoes back in, and your rice. Give it a good old mix up. Bit of a season with some salt and pepper. Pop in your chicken stock. If there's not enough, it needs to just go over the top. Add a little bit more water. Turn down the heat. Pop on the lid and cook for 15 minutes. Look at that. So finally, after all the power outages that we've had tonight, we can actually finish our chicken biryani off. Thank God. Anyway, right, let's get on with it. I'm starving, the family's starving, and we're just like, we're over this. So I'm just gonna grab a fork with a quick mix up. Add in the peas. So frozen peas, I've defrosted them beforehand. Add them in. This remaining heat's gonna cook them enough. Add in the spinach. Don't know what I've got that thing for anymore. Fork, you can fork off. Just mix that in. Your spinach is gonna cook quite nicely just in that heat. I'm just thankful the lecky actually came back on, but I'm sure we'd have still managed. Sod you, Western Power, we can do it anyway. Maybe. Right, and then coriander, I've split into two. I've used part of like the stem, the root, in the actual cooking of it all at the beginning. And then I'm just going to finish it off with some fresh coriander leaf at the end. And then really, why wouldn't you want to cook your own?